Welcome back. The time now 6:18. It's been a very uncertain time, and a lot of people may be experiencing anxiety or depression for the very first time without even realizing that they are experiencing these symptoms. So joining us this morning is a licensed marriage and family therapist and also co-owner of Virtual Therapy Live, Holly Graham. Holly, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
So first off, let's talk about some of the things that might be understandable that people could be feeling right now during all of this upheaval.
Of course. Well, we're seeing a lot of anxiety and depression, but we're also seeing grief and loss. People experiencing feelings that they've not experienced before if they haven't been in through anything like a trauma. So we're seeing situations come up where there's panic they haven't felt before, a lot of intrusive thoughts that they can't stop. And of course, we're processing through this cycle of social isolation, kind of like a grief cycle. Well, we started with denial and moved through sadness, fear, and a lot of anger, frustration, till we're hopefully coming back around to a place of acceptance. This is where we are. But through that, the anger, frustration, panic, anxiety, and of course, grief and loss is a lot of what we're hearing right now.
You know, I'm someone who never really experienced those feelings of anxiety before, but I did notice them start to creep in. But at first, I really had a hard time putting a name to it.
Exactly. I think that's what we're doing so much right now in therapy. We're helping people identify the symptoms, like lack of sleep. A lot of people are having sleep issues right now. They're having disturbances through the night. A lot of people are struggling with thoughts of concern and worry, of course, but they can't stop them. They keep perseverating and ruminating on thoughts. They can't seem to flip the switch, and it's causing a lot of exhaustion and fatigue. And these are feelings that a lot of people haven't experienced. And right now, they're very collective. We want to normalize that. A lot of people are experiencing these, and they're also temporary. This is situational distress, and we're going to move through it.
What should you do if you're feeling these things right now? What kind of coping tools are out there?
Sure. Well, one of the things we're talking a lot about with our clients is establishing some bite-sized goals the night before for your next day. So we're moving people away from, at least with my clients and my business partners, a lot of the therapists we're working with, from long-term big projects to doing things that you can see yourself doing the next day. Things like drinking more water, things like establishing a routine, getting up at the same time, specific times you can spend with your kids and different activities. Some therapists are using a 5 to Thrive. What are 5 things you can commit to do the next day that are fluid and flexible, but all we're focusing on is one step at a time? We're also talking to people a lot about coping thoughts. Right now, we've got this feedback loop that tends to be negative. We want to rewire that. So we want to identify 2 or 3 positive coping thoughts, kind of like mantras that you can say to yourself throughout the day. I'm not alone in this. We're going to get through this together. I have this. This is happening to more than just me. And this too shall pass. Things like that we're going to retrain our minds to focus on. And of course, move your body. Bodies in motion tend to be healthier. Sometimes we say move it to lose it. So if you're struggling with a lot of anxiety, get up, do jumping jacks. Of course, the proverbial walk we're all talking about. I think we've taken 1,000,000 walks. And finally, one of the coping mechanisms we're talking about with so many people is to reach out and talk to someone. Therapy is not canceled. Help and support are not canceled. There's therapists who are trained who are waiting to talk to you and help you strategize. Find steps to be able to alleviate some of these symptoms.
And how should you reach out to talk to someone if you need to talk to someone?
Sure. One of the things that I loved hearing was there's a national distress disaster hotline that they have 24/7 right now through samhsa.gov. And I think that number is going to be available on the website, the cdc.org. Also, you can go on there and connect. But one of the things is that there's therapists here in town. There's therapists all over California right now. Our company is called Virtual Therapy Live. My business partner and I have been therapists for over 20 years. We started this company 3.5 years ago to be able to make accessible, easy therapy from your own home, which is where we are right now. So we're doing online face-to-face therapy. Again, you can call 1-833-VTL-HELP, or you can log on at virtualtherapy.com and just simply fill out an intake form and we'll connect you with a therapist.
All right, Holly Graham.
We're really hoping people will do.
Absolutely. Reach out, make those connections. Holly Graham with Virtual Therapy Live. Thank you so much for your tips this morning.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Of course, our pleasure. We'll be right back.